Alright, so we got all the Hunter and Warrior cards. The reveals for Perils in Paradise are complete. I'm just going to go through them. I think we can talk about different deck ideas and stuff, but let's talk about some high-level stuff with the new cards, right? So we got 2-mana Bird Watching. Discover a minion in your deck. Give all copies of it +2/+1, wherever they are. So this is like Warsong Wrangler without the stick, right? And Warsong Wrangler used to discover beasts. This discovers any minion. So this card gives us something that Hunter currently does not have in Standard, which is kind of cool. We do not have a way of discovering a specific minion in our deck currently. So in that regard, I think we're feeling pretty good. In a minion-light deck, this can find us something specific. In a deck where we're getting a lot of the same minion out in this deck, this gives us huge burst potential, right? So those are two things we're interested in with this card. There's kind of a parrot theme. Oh wow, they're using Reno on my tiny board. We like that. But birdwatching has potential. I don't know if it's immediately apparent what exactly, you know, we're going to do with it yet. I have some ideas, but... Right in the face. That was a play, right, Ty? So that's birdwatching. That's one of my favorite cards. Let me try to do the Hunter ones first. We have Catch of the Day. 1 mana 3/3 with Rush. What? The most overpowered Hunter 1-drop ever printed. But wait, there's a drawback. Battle Cry. Summon a 2/1 worm for your opponent. So if this was just an empty board situation, it's essentially a 1 mana 3/1 with Rush, right? If we're being honest with ourselves. Well, you kind of need the life, so maybe I shouldn't tempo the Hollow Hound, but it's tempting. Honestly, maybe it's time to just drop the Mystery Egg. Just float some mana here. I could rip the Kill command. Maybe it's right to rip the Kill command. Give it charge! Yeah, so the Catch of the Day is interesting. So we have some ways to bring this back without using the Battle Cry. 1 mana 3/3 is cool. Maybe we have other ways, like maybe we have remote control up and we can kill the 2/1, you know, with our weapon. So maybe there's ways where we don't immediately damage the 3/3, where it's kind of palatable. It is nice to get a little 1-drop though. Wow, I saved my Reno now, my goodness. We got Chatty Macaw, 3 mana 3/3 Beast Pirate. Repeat the last spell you cast at an enemy, and it goes at a random enemy if possible. So this card is interesting. It works with some of the new spells that we got, but you would only be able to use this with like Kill Command or Celestial Shot or Quick Shot. This doesn't work with Star Power or Stranglethorn Heart or any other spell that's not targeted. So you have to be drawing an arrow out of your hand to something for this to do a copy effect. But there are some big spells we got in this set in Death Roll and Furious Fowls, which go well with this. It is kind of a question of, you know, are we running the big spell package is kind of where this card comes in, I feel like. Because if you have a 5 or 6 mana spell and you copy for 3 mana, that's pretty good. Kind of like the idea of playing King Plush here. If I do the 4 mana one, then I can get a monkey and a hero power down.
Just might work.
We'll get it up to King Crush stats here with the Reno hero power. Get a little squeaky smash there. Let's see. We'll do warrior second. We got death roll, 5 mana spell, destroy an enemy minion. So hunter gets its first targeted removal. We had hunter's mark before, but that didn't fully remove something, right? So this is the first targeted hard removal that hunter's ever had. Deal damage equal to the attack, randomly split among all enemies. So if your opponent has a big thing and a bunch of little things, you shoot the big thing and all the little things get zapped. Or maybe they play Deathwing on an empty board. You kill Deathwing and deal them 12 damage to their face. To the face. I am in love with this card. This card is amazing. I'm going to put this in a lot of decks. I just love that this card exists whenever there's a meta with annoying big things or, you know, a deck that plays a certain way. This card is going to be situationally so good. So I'm excited about this card. I don't know if it'll be good right away, but this is going to be great just to have printed and in our toolkit. So this is great. Where's Furious Fowls? We got Ranger Gilly. He's our warrior tourist. 6 mana, 4/6. At the end of your turn, you get a 2/3 Crocolisk. Is it Crocolisk in your hand? Which is just a 2/3 beast. It'll be in rogue decks too. The death roll, yeah, Celeste likes it too. Nice. Gilly's death rattle is give all minions in your hand +2/+3. So if this is out in play for 2 turns, you get 2/2/3 Crocs. When Gilly dies, they both get +2/+3. So you have 2 mana 4/6s, which is kind of cool. It's kind of glacially slow, which is annoying, but it does stuff. We're a little low, which is kind of concerning. Ooh, nice one. Got a Silver Serpent back off the hero tower. Try to slow roll this a little bit. We'd love for them to play minions for us to bump our Ziliax and Hollowhound into. Both effects should be end of turn, you think, in it for the Twitch Prime? Yeah. Or the stat line be better, or it not cost 6 mana. I don't know. The card is... Like, I'm excited enough to run warrior cards that I'm going to put this in my deck, because that's the requirement, but I don't know about this card. It's, you know... it seems slow, right? It does a lot of stuff, but it's kind of slow. So there's a lot of kind of knobs to dial this card up, right? If we're talking buffs in the future. It is kind of comical that he gives you these crocs, which, when he dies, get bigger, right? It's kind of like he's feeding himself to the crocodiles, which is kind of entertaining, I guess. Draw a card. I can always coin out King Plush here still. So what's my opponent's win con? They haven't played Inventor Boom yet. We don't think they're running Odin. They're 5 cards closer to Fatigue than we are. So all those things, maybe I want to go Flint here. Just try to keep making boards. Sunspot Dragon is huge for us. Oh my goodness. All right. We still have Hidden Meaning in our deck. So maybe we will coin out a Costume Singer. So Gilly, I think just by the merit of the fact that it's our tourist, we're going to run this card. It does sponsor kind of a hand buff mechanic. So if you do slap a Yelling Yodeler on this, you know, you give everything in your hand +4/+6. So, you know, maybe you want to have a bunch of minions in your hand if you play this card. It gives you a minion in your hand. Well, that's a bummer. Brawling me here. Exactly, Ty. We're hoping the Venture Boom isn't too powerful, right? Although they did just pull 2 of my threats out of my hand. Okay. Maybe I overcommitted a little too much there, but we did get tracking, which is great. Yawgmothla Heart. So let's think about our heart. We have 2 plushes and a Hollowhound. No, Hollowhound hasn't died yet. 2 plushes We had a Muckla too, right? 2 plushes and a Muckla.
Been in tighter scrapes, Reno.
We had a Muckla die, right? Ty remembers. I must have gotten it off the egg, and I'm just misremembering how, because it's confusing me that it's in my tracking pool as well. I gave them 5 bananas. Thank you, Celeste. That's what it was. Oh yeah, and we get to deal in 12 here. Why isn't this? Why would this never be the play? This is a great play. All right, now I've got him down to 4. They blast charge my Muckla. That's right. That's right. Oh wow, I did set them up for that Blade Storm, I guess. Yikes. No, not Ignis! Should I have traded one of the plushes to play around Blade Storm? I didn't even notice they hadn't played it yet, but I probably should have. Muckla again! There's a lot of good top decks right now. Everything but Yelling Yodeler is a good top deck for me. If I could hit Marin, that might be game winning. Well, another Muckla. We take those. How many Mucklas can our opponent kill? Let's find out. Alright, let's see what's up next here. So, Gilly's cool. Maybe that'll get buffed. He's zapped a Viper. I don't want to talk about that. Parrot Sanctuary. 2 mana location with 3 charges. Your next Battlecry minion costs 1 less. After you play a Battlecry minion, repeat this. Or sorry, reopen this. Oof. Lifesteal weapon. Alright, let's discover a spell. We're keeping, ooh, mismatched fossils. It's odd. It's rare that I like this card, but... Quick Shot is decent too, but... Banjosaur is really good with the Toyrano still in my deck. One Amalgam Band only has 3 effects. Trapdoor Spider. Trapdoor Spider is interesting. Let me pick that. Ooh, these are worse. Okay, maybe I should have picked Banjosaur. Oh, it's such a mix, such a grab bag. I guess I maybe the undead are on average smaller. I have to look that up. I don't think the Gatekeeper really helps me too much here. Yeah, those were kind of rough, right, Celeste? I guess I should have taken the Banjosaur. Playing Crush and Twist makes you want to play Big Beast. What's up, Contiguity? Good to have you, buddy. So Parrot Sanctuary is interesting. It lets us play our threats like Agrimar, Muckla, Marin, the new Sasquatch that we haven't talked about. It lets our player threats a turn early, which is cool. It also lets us play 3 small minions in 1 turn if we want. So we can kind of flood the board, which is nice. Ah, he's very nice, okay. And they do get the double battle cry. So it's a good thing we have Yogg here. Well, we are getting killed? Wait, did they swing their weapon yet? Yes, okay, good. Whew. Well, we might have lost. Will Yogg clear this? Oh, good. We got a 3/3 to maybe block one of the Rags. Come on, Rag, over here. Oh! Jeez, just making it tough on me. There's never an option of stealing something that's better, right? I think we died. Ugh, brutal. Why am I struggling with Warrior so much with this deck? I feel like my spell Reno deck was... Oh, that's funny. The Giant attacked us. Or, yeah, attacked our guy.
Never give up. Run away.
I'm like 0-4 against Warrior with this deck. I feel like I've been mostly getting unlucky, but that game, I think the real misplay was not playing around Bladestorm when I played my Heart. I think they might have been toast, or they would have had to play the Ox maybe. I probably should have been more aware of the fact that they hadn't played Bladestorm yet and traded with the plush. I don't know. They had the weapon though. They could have still. Well, yeah. I don't think it would have worked for them if I had not traded that way. I got a little greedy, I guess. Anyway, let's talk about Pet Parrot. 2 mana, 1/1. Battlecry repeat the last 1-cost card you played. So if you play a Miracle Salesman or a Awakening Tremors or Bananas, excuse me, then you get another one, which is pretty nice. It also works with the new Catch of the Day without triggering its Battlecry. So if you play Catch of the Day on 1, then you play this on 2, you get a 2 mana 4/4 essentially, which is kind of the optimal situation. I don't know if it's going to be that strong. You really want to get good value out of that 1-cost card, and it's a little awkward in that if you don't have a 1-cost, you don't want to play this on curve on 2. So I'm a little medium on this. I want a couple more like nuts 1-drops for this to really feel cozy about it. I do worry that this is going to be better in Priest because they have the Mindless Automaton deck, and it kind of feels like this card is made for Priest, but it's good with Catch of the Day. I'm just not sure. I'm going to try some decks with this and Catch of the Day in it. We'll see how it goes. I'm not sure how good it's going to be, though. Oh, that's really annoying. Alright. I guess we're going to kill command this greedy Panner. Or gold Panner, rather. I, the greedy partner. Together they make greedy Panner. Sasquatch. 7 mana 4/5 beast. Battlecry repeat each card you played last turn. This card is quite powerful. It goes in pretty much every Hunter deck until it rotates, probably. This card lets you play some weird combos, which I probably haven't completely figured out yet. It also just lets you play mid-rangey. You know, like if you play 6 mana worth of stuff and then play this, you're probably going to be pretty happy to get 6 mana worth of stuff and a 1 mana 4/5.
You're gonna love the way you look.
Come to me, little one.
Hey, just thanks for the follow. Pleasure to have you, as usual. We're not really low on life, but we'd love to just kind of go face here. What's up, Sailor Peter? Good to have you. So Hunter can do a lot with this because it's a beast. We can get it off of Mystery Egg, and it's a 2 mana Sasquatch. We can reduce it with the new Paradise location, or Parrot Sanctuary location, and play it on turn 6. We can discover it with bird watching if we have a small deck or small minions density in our deck. Do we take the 6 damage here to keep our 2/1 alive?
I'm gonna punch ya!
What's up, Tony? Good to have you, friend. They're kind of low, so I'm thinking no. Now if I go...
The face!
That's right. Hope you're doing well, Tony. So if I hit that and I get the 3/3 out, does it make the Tigress plushie worse here? They haven't really buffed anything, right? So it's just... They've excavated enough for Sir Finley. So maybe they Sir Finley us. Anyway, Sasquatch's probably the best card that we got in the set. Good to have you, Tony. Doing well, friend. We're talking about new cards. Love to hear how you're doing. Unthack, eh? Toyrano, pretty appealing.
Defensive formation, champions.
Is it better just to get the wand sooner, though? Probably, right? If they turn my Toyrano into a Murloc, I'm going to be a little upset. So maybe we should go for Marin here. Convince myself. I'm going to get the 3-3. Which will be a little awkward for them. Like, we could play 5 cards the turn before we Sasquatch, right? So this has some potential. You didn't have to do a 3rd night shift tonight. That's positive, Tony. Use your seniority card to get the night off. Glad you get to chill. That's amazing. It's a pleasure to have you. We also got a trusty fishing rod, 3-mana 1/2 weapon. After your hero attacks, summon a 1-cost minion from your deck. So this gets you your catch of the day. Maybe it gets you a vicious slither spear or a miracle salesman or something. Rude. Egg me, dude. Hollowhound's good. Ooh, Hollowhound and bananas are good. Maybe put a taunt up just to be an extra nuisance. Trusty Fishing Rod is an okay card, I think. I like the effect. I like that it thins, not necessarily bad cards, but cards I don't want to top deck later. I like that it thins those out of my deck for me. I think the common feedback on this card has been that it's a 3-mana 1/2 weapon, which is kind of bad. So I would like to see this card buffed as well. I think this could be a 2/2 weapon pretty easily. Maybe even a 3/2 weapon. Yeah, no one really expects Hound, do they, Sailor? And even now, they're still kind of stinking it up here, aren't they? Alright, I'll ship another banana on this, shouldn't I? Did I even do that right? If I do this, they're going to Murloc me. If they're only halfway through their deck. What's another option? I wanted to get the Deodaler or the Tyranno discounted, but obviously that didn't happen. If they have Finley, they're definitely using it here, right? Yeah, no one expects it. Exactly in it. Glad you're having a good time chilling, Tony. It's very hot here, too. That's inside. High 70s. That's intolerable. I could not survive. Oh, Ziliax! No! Alright, go face. Go face. Yeah! Well, is that good for us? Maybe it was better just to steal one and not have to... Yeah, it was better to hit one of them. That was horrible for me. Tyranno's pretty good. It's freezing in Australia? No! Yeah, it's super hot here. It's in the 90s outside where I live. So Trusty Fishing Rod, I think it'll be interesting. It's hard to imagine this card being particularly good. But think I'll try it and we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Maybe it'll be better than we're expecting. It feels like a weird dynamic to have 1-cost cards like Catch of the Day that you don't really want in your mulligan, but you'd rather pull it off of Trusty Fishing Rod. I don't know.
Reporting for duty. The toy store belongs to the Titan.
So that was all the hunter cards.
You have a fraction of my power.
Maybe Blister Guy could have brought us along on his holiday. Yeah, that would have been nice. Come on, Blister Guy. Well, it seems like we're kind of running them out. Oh, sorry, DCU, if I missed something. My bad, dude. ZZZ for you. Okay. All the best, friend. Thank you for hanging out. Sorry I'm on so late. I'll be back on Wednesday this week. So hope to see you then. Do some theory crafting. Maybe I missed one of your messages or it didn't load or something, DCU. I'm confused. But I'm sorry you're tired. Wednesday. Awesome.
What move should I make?
Alright, I think we want a heart here. Pozic just kind of helps them. Toland's Goblet, I feel like, could make our turn really awkward. I only get 2 things, though. Maybe I was thinking it was going to be more.
Time runs short.
'Can I go this way? Alright, let's talk about the red hunter cards, also known as Warrior. So you got all you can eat, 3 mana spell, draw 3 minions of different minion types. So if you are collecting a lot of things for Ranger Gilly to buff, maybe you want to draw more minions.
I smell golden in their waters.
Dragonic meme soon? Yeah. I like the dragon. I wish there was a better way to cheat him out. We'll talk about him. Six, 8. Let's see if we get off the goblet. That was me, Tony. Sorry to alert you to it. Look at all these Slither Spears, you guys. It's in the tracking box. Tracking's like so good with all these Slither Spears, but Tremors. I don't know if I want to give him the bananas. Let's take a flint.
Hey, you! Install these for me, won't you? My blood for war. Just use more.
Anyway, all you can eat seems pretty good. 3 mana, draw 3. In Hunter, we can make this draw specific cards, which is pretty cool. Like this can be, you know, Ziliax, Mukla, and I don't know, an Elemental or something. Or an Undead, like Hollowhound, maybe. So this card is kind of cool in Hunter. It also works well with the Rye Cleaver weapon, which we talked about before. I'm tempted to use Flint here. Xerox is nice. Let's see what we kill, and then maybe Xerox will help. Alright, it kills everything. Star power kills everything. Tony, I guess? I haven't drawn my traps yet, so maybe Ignis isn't the play. We kind of just want the stats, right? What's up, Jahoon? Good to see you, buddy. We could make these a lot bigger, right? I could have played some more spells. Maybe I need to do Flint next turn to juice my Slither Spears up. You could go for a cold one, Tony? Yeah, that's kind of my natural state these days. I'm gonna return to a more moderate approach here one of these days. Haven't quite gotten there yet though. I had a really good streak for over a year of being very, very light drinker. What are we talking about? All you can eat. I already talked about beached whale. Undercooked calamari. 4 mana, 3/4 beast. Battle cry: destroy an enemy minion with attack less than or equal to this minion's. $7.11 Steelhide Mole is pretty bad. I guess we flint, right? Shuffle this first.
Time to light a fire under this town. Too quiet.
Bootleg!
Maybe I slow rolled that a little too much, but we got there. So calamari is interesting. It's kind of like a stampeding Kodo, except way better. I don't know if you guys remember stampeding Kodo, but it lets you kill like a 2 or less attack minion. Thank you, Celeste. Too quiet. What's up, Christine? Good to see you. That was satisfying, right, Tony? Their deck was a little sus. I think they should be playing Hand Buff Paladin, but anyway, hopefully they enjoy the Excavate stuff. Undercooked calamari. I think we can make this minion quite large. Ranger Gilly can buff it. Birdwatching can buff it. Bestial Madness. There's all kinds of things. What else am I forgetting about?
Break before the legion's tide!
We have another card that lets us buff this in our hand, don't we? Spacing on what it is. Shaman. Oh my goodness, I haven't seen a shaman in a while. It's for the birds, Sailor. Glad you enjoyed that, Tony. So we can make the calamari bigger. Oh, a cup of muscle. That's the other one I'm thinking about. Hey, what's up, Pirate Spice? Good to see you, friend. Hope life is good. So there's a warrior card called Cup of Muscle that gives... It's a drink card. It's kind of like a bunch of bananas, except it gives a random minion in your hand +2/+1. So with that card, we can make this thing quite large. So Hunter not only has Death Roll, the spell, but we also have
will suffer.
this kind of threat in the form of the calamari, which I like. So, or threat remover even. So big fan of this one. I'm not sure if it goes in every Ranger Gilly deck, or every tourist deck. We got Char, 4 mana spell, deal 7 damage to a minion. What does it say? If a minion in your give a minion in your hand stats equal to the excess damage. So this could also buff the calamari. I think this card... We could quit out the egg here. I wish we had the yodeler.
So many choices.
Just choose more.
Maybe getting Marin down early will be the play. So Char, I feel like, could go well in the Chatty Macaw package. If we want to run Chatty Macaw in a Ranger Gilly deck. I feel like one problem with the Chatty Macaw package at the moment is... I don't think we... Did we talk about Furious Fowls? I think we might have missed that one. Furious Fowls, 6 mana spell that deals 6 damage to any target with... Or I should say, it creates 2 3/2 angry birds with immune while attacking that attack the target. But it can't be stopped by anything, so it's like dealing 6 damage. And you get these 3/2s. That spell is quite good also. So we kind of have... If we don't have Ranger Gilly, it's kind of like a 6-card Chatty Macaw package. But if we run Ranger, then maybe we play this too? Since it's targeted? Just Agrimar here? Seems pretty good.
None can stand against Tejo.
Spell damage totem. So Char is interesting. I don't know if this goes in a lot of decks, but if you're trying to make the biggest, memeiest hand buff minion in Hunter, you probably include this card. Cup of Muscle, 1 mana drink. There's 3 drinks left. So once you play this, you get a card that says 2, and then one more. I think it's just 3. It gives a random minion in your hand +2/+1. You can't choose which minion, it's just random, so you can obviously decide what cards are in your hand to some degree. This is good with a couple other things that we'll see in the Warrior set. We got the Draconic Delicacy. So Tony, we can use any warrior cards from Perils in Paradise set, except for Ham, the legendary warrior tourist for Druid. We're not allowed to use the other tourist card. So we can use all of the warrior set except for Ham. That's Death Roll, Lear, and by the way, good to have you. Death Roll's amazing. Why don't I have Felderin? That would be the best here, right? Go to draw. We'll just ignore the 2/1. Contiguity's a fan of the Draconic Delicacy. Yeah, Pip only. Exactly, Tony. It does seem like a solid Reno card, that Death Roll there. So I like Draconic Delicacy. It's a 6/6 Rush Elusive Dragon. It can only take 1 damage at a time. Very similar to Moonfang, I think. It costs 8 mana, which is the time when Renos and Sargeras's are coming down. So that's a bit of a bummer. It was in the Rarin deck? Oh, nice. Okay. I put on a big beast deck today, and I didn't include this card, but it could go in it. It works well with Food Fight, which we haven't seen yet. My concern with this card, Contiguity, is that outside of Food Fight, you can't cheat it out. So I worry it might feel a little clunky by turn 8, but we have 7. 10? Do we have 10?
I must destroy all.
Maybe just take the Misha here. Plan to kill him next turn. This card is cool. I don't think this is going to be in a meta deck, but I'd love to be proven wrong. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe in a Reno deck or something, but I'm a little skeptical about this card just because it costs 8 mana, but I really like the effect. We should talk about Food Fight, though. This is the card that makes Draconic Delicacy work. 3 mana spell. Summon a 0/6 entree for your opponent. When it dies, summon a minion from your deck. So to me, this is kind of a meme card. Hunter is not very good at killing an 0/6. Especially if we did this on turn 3. So it would take a minute. We got 7 damage here. I think we just kind of stay at them and prevent them from playing Nature Shaman. I think that's what we want to do. Yeah, I mean, like, we can trade into this, but we can trade into the entree, but then we're missing 6 damage face, right? That feels horrible. So, like, we could deadly shot the entree, or we could hit it with the new calamari. The calamari kills it right on curve. But then you're running calamari in your deck where you're wanting to summon a big thing out of your deck, right? You don't want to run a spider tank in that deck. Yeah, no worries, Tony. I'm kind of desensitized to it, but I get that it's kind of tilting. 2 off. 2 off, right? What wins us here? Oh, bananas, right? Whew, that took me a second. Sid's getting tired. I don't really like that this portrait's well played. It says impressive. To me, that should be a wow or something. It shouldn't be the well played emote. Because it just feels kind of self-absorbed to me. But maybe that's what Hakar is about. I don't know. I don't like the emotes on this portrait. I think the visual on Hakar is cool. Banana! Thanks, Tony. I heard you finally. It just took a minute to get through, you know? So anyway, Food Fight is cool. I posted a big beast deck with Food Fight in it today. I can link you guys if you're curious. I like the beached whale and the Munster cheese atrocity thing. I like those better for big summoners. But I could see you running dragon. Yeah, Galir, exactly. The emotes are kind of funky sometimes, right?
Rexa versus Arana.
This card will be fun to play, but I'm not sure it's going to be in a meta deck.
Hear the call of the wild.
I would love to be wrong about that, but you're not running Calamari in your deck, so you're trying to kill the 06 entree with either Deadly Shot or Tremor Worms or, you know, Patchwork Pals minions or Barrel of Monkeys. Those are like the minions you're trying to kill the 06 with in Hunter's deck with this, which is just a little awkward, right? We're definitely going to play the heck out of that card on my stream, though. Be assured. Line Cook, 3 mana, 2/4, tradable, taunt. When you draw this, get a copy of it. I'll have you at my table any day. What? That is a funny one. Good with Line Cook, though. So the dream with this card is you buff it, and then trade it, and then draw it again, and get a copy of the buffed one, I guess? So you can, in theory, just breed huge Line Cooks. Day 9 was playing the trick deck. I need to watch that video all the way through. I'm like super behind the loop. I need to have watched that by now. We probably need to get on board against Demon Hunter. So anyway, I'm kind of skeptical about this card, but it's certainly going to be hilarious to try to get huge Line Cooks. Moonstrosity, like the cheese. 9 mana, 6/9 elemental taunt. At the end of your turn, summon an elemental with stats equal to this minions. So you play this. If you don't buff it, you just summons another 6/9. You have 2 6/9s. That's pretty cool. Pretty good for 9 mana. But we're probably going to buff this, right? In decks that it's going to go in. Maybe we just kind of play dead here. I could play the Flint. Just know that it's a really aggressive deck, and if I play them, if I let them kind of develop into Felderin, it might just win us the game. Death roll into Deadly Shot. There we go, Lear.
If 3 rights make a left.
So this card is cool in a Hunter deck that wants to use Food Fight. Just don't draw your Ranger Gilly with the Food Fight. You're not as excited about that one.
My blood boils for war.
Rye Cleaver, we could talk about that again real quick. 7 mana, 4/2 weapon. Battlecry and Death Rattle get a slice of bread, and when you have 2 slices, all the minions in between them become part of a 2 mana spell called the Sandwich. When you play the Sandwich, you get all the minions in the Sandwich in play without their battle cries. Yeah, Lear, yeah. These are red Hunter cards. These are all ours. I don't know. If they're not going to be super threatening, I guess we'll just play Posit. They kind of need stuff. Maybe this is helping them. So anyway, Ryan Cleaver's cool as a meme, I think. But, you know, let's say you're playing the food fight deck. You have a bunch of big 420 beach whales and 6/9 monstrosities. And you, we kind of set them up for a better Punchy Man here, didn't we? Any Punchy Man fans in chat? Although egg into the yodeler is so crazy. I shouldn't flirt with disaster, right? We should just. You guys were the demon coin a monkey out.
Too quiet.
Oh yeah, there's a beached whale on there. Here, let me find it for you. It's hilarious. It's back here somewhere. Right at the beginning, I think. Here we go. Pancha! Tony was ready.
You will be reclaimed.
I think Argus is sweet. Hopefully Flint just shreds right through these.
Pancha! Of the Maker.
Time to light a fire under this camp.
Well, this is bad. Yeah, where's the heat wave, right, Laird? Where's the heat wave? Do I put the 5 damage on Argus? Or do I kill a tiny thing? I've got the kill command. I should probably go ahead and plant this on Argus, right? Responsible thing to do. Hey, what's up, Nylas? I mean, Crazed Alchemist sound on Beached Whale sounds hilarious. I would be down to try that. The problem is, you don't want Crazed Alchemist in your food fight deck, right? You don't want to finally clear this 06 entree and get a 2/2 off of it, right? That would feel awful. But maybe, I mean, Beached Whale, we can cheat this out. There's the Cattle Rancher thing. There's a neutral 5-drop that lets you discount a beast by 3, I think. And there's Mystery Egg, right? We could get this off Mystery Egg. But, you know, I guess getting this off of Big Dreams or the food fight is good because the battle cry doesn't go off, right? So that's pretty crucial. You want it to be a 420 and not a 410. Alright, they're having a pretty nice comeback here. I think we just need to do damage control. What's the last ability do? Discover a death rattle minion that costs 3 less. Okay. It's true, Tony. I love it. Go the other way here. Huh. Maybe I didn't download Furious Fowls. I don't know where it is. I think there's an argument for just developing the egg. But I take 7 at least, right? Which is maybe not worth. On 8, they might go wider. And then Zilliax is cheaper. I can play it with the Yodeler.
Quickly.
We would just play a single secret. I don't know if I need more cards. They can still pop the egg even if I get the bait and switch, right? Hopefully we hit a couple Hollow Hounds. Adaptive Amalgam is an interesting card in context of the set that we got. So this 1 mana 1/2 has all minion types. It, Death Rattle is shuffled into the deck and it keeps all enchantments. So if you put Camouflage Mount on this, or Bananas, or you give it a saddle, or buff it with Bestial Madness, all those things supposedly stay on it. So this thing can die and you can retrieve it with your trusty fishing rod. You can replay it with Pet Parrot, although I don't think it has repeat it. It doesn't have the buffs on it, I guess, if you do that. But this is kind of maybe a little bit better thing than what we were doing with Floppy Hydra in Whizbang. What's up, Lemuel? Yeah, exactly. Mostly Beast. It's a beast. Alright, they did not take the bait. Here we go. Who's ready? Who's ready for action?
Shout it from the mountaintop.
Hollow Hound me, dude. Oh. Oh, it's not 2 plushes. Okay, okay. I think we Torano into Ziliax. We could Serpent into Ziliax. Yeah, plush actually, maybe so. Although it does leave up the 6/5. I'd have to trade. That's a good shout though, Tony. I might not be able to heal with Ziliax, right? Oh, his Titan is in the Kraken. Okay, that's even better then. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention to that. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Titan is in the Kraken. Oh my gosh, I missed that. Just completely distracted. Whew, that would have been disastrous. Did I not get the fouls?
I'm not throwing away my shot. My
I feel like I missed a couple.
for war.
I think I did get all the warrior cards.
My wool itches for war. Not enough time. My blood boils for war.
Did I die?
My wool itches for war.
I wonder if I would have done better if I had gone the Ziliax route. Probably not, but... Hey, there's Furious Fouls. Finally got it.
Vulganis.
All shall tremble. A chill.
Hey, no worries, Tony.